I suspect that the crypto guys will be deleting a lot of their videos from their history just due to embarrassment, because of how wrong they've been and all their stuff. So I'm doing a little copy of or grabbing some parts of one of their AMAs that they had, or one of their promotions that they had for LockPay. But I've also just noticed that the crypto guys have now changed their name. They're now crypto coaching. So they're not the crypto guys anymore. Crypto coaching. Yeah, that's an interesting one. Crypto coaching to they've made how many coins? They've made 4 different cryptocurrencies. 3 of them have crashed and burned. Well, 2 of them have crashed and burned. Another one has pumped and dumped. However, it's not dead yet, they're saying, because they've just stopped anyone from selling. And now they've got another one, which is LockJet, which isn't pumping as much as they were hoping. So, yeah, but these guys are going to coach you. If you're looking for a coach on cryptocurrency, these are the guys that you want. Anyway, one of the interesting things that I've noticed in their video back in May the 12th, or the 12th of May, is they try and talk about how LockPay is so superior to other scammy coins, to other coins, and because it's got this anti-dump mechanism. Let's hear what they have to say for themselves here.
That's when you make money.
Yeah,
so of course we want you to make money. There's no problem to sell. We actually show the sales in our group,
which they don't anymore, because they've blocked all their comments and communication on their groups. That doesn't exist anymore.
But what we don't do is we don't allow to oversell. So you can see.
So as you say, he says he doesn't allow to oversell. Kind of happened though.
That we have a 1 to 5% max sales limit. Like James said, it's kind of like an ATM max withdrawal limit daily, except we call it ADM, not ATM. And ADM, it stands for anti-dump mechanism.
Can we just double check that one again? Just in case any of you were confused, the ADM was the anti-dump mechanism. However, his interesting accent. There's one of the other YouTubers that I watched that's got the same kind of accent. Don't know where it's from. It's not an accent which I've heard before, but mechanism. Yeah, it was meant to stop. So during this time, they were talking about this. They're like, green candles. That's all we're going to have. It's just green candles. Maybe a little one, because somebody might sell a tiny bit. Yeah, we won't have any red candles. But yeah, the anti-dump mechanism didn't work. But everybody knows that already. That's old news.
And so when the chart goes down, then it starts to limit how much you can sell each day.
Well, it didn't go down while it was going up, and it was always at 1%. They never went above 1% sale, but somehow it still managed to dump 90%.
That's why we have a healthy chart. So this was Libero that James was mentioning, that they had suggested to sell 1% a day. It's a good plan, but nobody followed it.
So another this is so good. It's like egg in the face here. So they say, oh yeah, this other coin called Libero, they suggested that they should only have a 1% sell a day, but nobody followed it, and look how much it dumped. So can we just have a quick look at Libero coin, or Libero Financial? I've got their chart here. Okay, here's their chart. And yeah, there's a lot of dumping going on here. So let's zoom in. What have I got this? I've got this on the 4-hour chart. And the first part of it, yeah, it had a good run up. We'll start it from there. In the space of 11 days, it had its first peak. It went up almost 12,000%. That's a good amount of money that you're making there. That took 11 days to get up there. But then there was the dump, and it dumped over the space of 1 day and 20 hours. It dumped 51%, losing more than half its value in under 2 days. But then it bounced. So let's look at their bounce. Their bounce was pretty good. Let's get a little tool here. So their bounce from down here up here went back up 135%. Not bad. You could have increased your value by a lot if you'd bought at the bottom and sold at the top. But then there was another dump. Now so I was trying to find where is their dump going down to. So from their absolute peak to something close by is a period of 15 days. It went, so over 15 days from its peak, it went down 77%. 77%. What a dump. What, in fact, if I got that right, I'll just double check that I've got that on the right bit there. It's meant to be, yes, 76% over 15 days for a currency that didn't have an anti-dump mechanism. LockPay, can we just have a little look at what happened with that one? I think you probably all know, but we'll just do the measurement tool just in case we need a reminder. From its peak to its bottom here, 88%, in 3 days for something that was meant to have an anti-dump mechanism. I'd love to see what would happen if it didn't have an anti-dump mechanism. Maybe it wouldn't be quite so bad. And so far, its pump afterwards. Let's see, from here to here, we're talking 29% over the space of 2 days and 4 hours. And again, if we go to Libero Finance, what was that one? Over the case of 5 days, it went up 135%. If we even just do its little first bump, it did 50% in 1 day, 16 hours. So when they're trying to say, yeah, Libero Finance, yeah, that was a pump and dump. Yeah, that one crashed. That one, oh, totally a scam. It didn't have an anti-dump mechanism. Look at how much it dumped. 1, it didn't dump as much as LockPay. 2, it bounced back. And 3, when it did dump, its biggest dump, from its peak to a fairly low point down here, we're talking about less than what LockPay dumped, but over a period of 15 days compared to a period of 3 days with LockPay. And to try and say LockPay wasn't a failure, to try and say that the anti-dump mechanism absolutely works, which he blatantly says to in his AMAs. It's like, yes, it works, but it's done worse than cryptocurrencies which you claim were bad because they dumped and they didn't have an ADM. So who's getting scammed here? Yeah, not great. Oh, and then it had another peak. Yeah, over the next 15 days, it went up 283%. So you could have made 3x, well, that'd be 4x almost, your investment if you got down at the bottom there. So Libero, I think it has pile drive down, but its pile driving down is for 90. This is the best. Was that its peak? It wasn't quite its peak, but that was its bounce. So its bounce managed to do 300% increase. So that's a 4x, because 100% is 2x. 200% is 3x. So coming down, so from its mega peak up here, or the second highest peak, didn't reach a new all-time high, it dropped 90%. But that took 41 days. LockPay, which is meant to have an anti-dump mechanism, took 3 days for pretty much the same amount. 88% compared to 90%. Not a great advert for yourselves there. So let's see what they're saying.
They just started dumping.
Oh, dumping.
And of course, this is our coin here. And you can see that the chart is very nice. It's going up. And yeah, so we're just getting started. And people in the group are raving about this coin. So that's what's going on right now. And yeah.
Yeah.
Very good.
I like
really good.
I like what you've done with the. I like what you've done with the group where you show cells.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really good how you show that, but you don't.
I don't know how many crypto projects actually show a bubble bot for cells. But the thing here is, because you're trying to protect the group and make it happy and good news, but
you're such a good guy.
Like people selling and taking profit, that's good news.
That's good news
as well, because we want people to take profit. So I like what you've done there.
Yeah, I like what you did there. That was a good move.
Yeah, that's right. So we do share the,
we share
sales.
That. Yeah,
bubble.
no, they didn't.
And then, yesterday I put a comment. I said, look, because someone says they couldn't sell. So I made a video of them how to sell. And what I said, look, we have no problem with you guys like selling. That's how you win.
He said, we have no problems with you guys selling. But yeah, in his last video where he was doing the AMA, it's like, the reason we crashed is because you guys started selling. Some of you sold tiny little bits, and that's why we crashed, because you all thought we were selling. Brilliant, brilliant. So, yeah, I love the fact that they've kept this up online so far. They haven't realised their mistakes, and they're still not admitting their mistakes. It's always somebody else's fault. But yeah, again, people, if you have something promising you to turn $100 into $1 million, or in this case, $500,000 in 12 months, but in 14 months, it's $1.5 million. Yeah, of course. You've got to think, where's that money coming from? Could it be a scam? Could it be a honeypot? Could it be a Ponzi? Could it be a pyramid? Is it just total bullshit? Is it vaporware? Yeah, maybe. But yeah, I love the fact that they try and use another cryptocurrency to say, well, this one crashed really hard and they didn't even have an ADM. But yet, Libero's crash took 41 days. Yours took 3. With your ADM, you sold everyone a lie. To go on, try and deny it. Try and deny it.